In the next 90 seconds, I'm gonna save you hours of research and make your next warm weather trip the best one yet. Today, I'm breaking down my actual warm weather travel gear, from the very best minimalist travel bags, including one you've probably never heard of, to the piece of gear I call the Widowmaker. These are things I actually use because they work, and because I'd rather be making films on a mountaintop or surfing a reef break. That's a river, not a reef. Then sorting through junk I shouldn't have packed in the first place. If I'm in the middle of nowhere and my bag breaks, my trip breaks. So I only travel with bags and gear that I trust. What size and style? That depends on the trip. So let's start with the big fella and work our way down to the most delightfully small. At home, the RUX 70-liter lives in the back of my car, from hauling movie gear to keeping grocery bags from toppling over. It's got grab handles, shoulder straps that can double as backpack straps, and cinch down straps to lock everything in place. It's structured when I need it, flat when I don't, and weatherproof all the time. It's built for abuse and has tie-down points in case you need to strap it to your elephant. If you're someone like me who appreciates thoughtful design and well-made gear, well, this is genuinely one of the best pieces I've ever owned. Slip in the RUX bag and the 25-liter RUX soft cooler, and it gets even better. The tote is big and open with a couple pockets. The cooler's waterproof and padded. For camping, beach days, or anytime I don't want my gear getting soaked or banged up, the RUX system is essential. But if I'm flying, sadly, that kit stays at home. I originally picked up the Bihn Synik 26 thinking it would be my winter bag, a larger bag for stuffing in those thicker winter jackets. But it's actually turned out to be a really great summer bag too. It hugs close to the body and somehow still manages to carry more than I need without feeling bulky. One of my favorite things about the Bihn Synik 26 is the built-in organization. There's 5 outside pockets, including a center-mounted water bottle pocket, which is exactly where it should be. Inside, you've got optional tie-down straps, a laptop compartment that opens from inside or out, and an elastic sleeve for quick grab stuff like a jacket. The back is breathable and comfy. There's even a pass-through for roller bag handles, which I don't use for moral reasons. And if 26 liters just feels too big or too small, they also make a 22 and 30-liter version. Prefer a messenger over a backpack? I totally hear you. I'm about 75% team messenger myself. If you want to know why I prefer messengers most of the time, leave a comment below and I'll put a video together. One of my favorite messengers right now is the Cocotte Fred. Built for bike messengers, it's made to take a beating. They use heavy-duty Cordura, 3M reflective accents, and a 4-ply reinforced bottom. The strap is padded and reversible, with a quick-release buckle and stabilizer that makes it a joy to wear. The compression straps help it stay compact when I'm not carrying much. I'm guessing you guys haven't heard of them. I hadn't. But in Montreal, you'll see these guys everywhere, from college campuses to boardrooms to alleyways where they're making indie films. Inside, there's a zippered stash pocket, slip compartments, and an open main area with 14 liters of space. Add their custom Kappa camera insert, and it turns into one of the most low-key, tough camera bags out there. It's just a really well thought out piece of kit. I'd love to see them make one of these in black X-Pack, and if you know what that is, you might be one of my people. The Eliot Crossbody from North Street is one of my all-time favorites. This 4.5 liter version with a padded Cobra strap is handmade in Portland. There's a padded back, quick-release strap, water-resistant zip pocket, full clamshell opening, and internal organization with optional add-on. I use it as a minimalist camera bag, an EDC sling, and yes, sometimes as my only bag for minimalist weekend trips. Want to see how I do that? Leave a comment and I'll throw a video together. I really don't like the feeling of sunscreen on my skin. I will put on a sunscreen stick if I have to, but most of the time, even if I have that on, I'm wearing a sun hat. Maybe even the Widowmaker. But let's start with the Sun Guide cap from Sunday Afternoons. The Sunday Afternoon Sun Guide cap looks a little dorky, but so does skin cancer. It's breathable, lightweight, crushable, and the cape is removable, so you can go incognito when someone cute walks by. The Vaporlite cape cap hides the cape inside. Looks just like a regular hat until the UV index spikes. If you want maximum protection and minimal social interaction, grab this sub $20 foldable sun cap off Amazon. I kind of low-key love this hat. I call it the Widowmaker because if you wear it in public, your partner's going to pretend like you're no longer with us. It sports UPF 50 plus fabric, a folding brim so it lays completely flat, or you can stuff it into the water bottle pocket on your backpack. If you'd like to ease into looking conspicuous, take off the cap and the face covering, and you've got a really nice cap with an extra long, nearly 4-inch brim. When you're ready, snap the cape back on and use it open, or snap it closed for nearly complete coverage. Not a fan of premature aging or skin cancer? Velcro on the face cover. I often pack the UVShield Cool Gaiter, neck protection, full face shield, head wrap, multi-use, super light, and compacts down nice and small. For intense Sundays, I wear the AKHG Upstream Hoodie. Cooling fabric, face tube built in, and chest pocket. It does tend to get stinky if you don't rinse it out after every use, so keep that in mind. Lip balm. Rubber Ducky. SPF 44, waterproof for 80 minutes, tastes like candy. I've tried dozens. This is the only one I keep rebuying. I'm a bit of a sunglasses junkie, but when I travel, I usually just bring one pair. The Smith Embark are actual Glacier glasses. They're designed to excel in crazy bright situations where the light's coming at you from every direction. Snow, surfing, filming in the Sahara, even just chilling on the beach, with polarized lenses and shields to block light and windblown sand from the sides. The shields are removable, making the glasses work nicely as casual sunglasses if you don't want to pack 2 types of shades. They even come with a goggle-inspired strap to keep these puppies on your face during your crazy adventures. Looking for sun protection and wind protection from the side, but you care more about functionality than you worry about how silly you look? Check out the extremely large Adidas S0108. These have lightweight, durable plastic frames with rubberized sections to keep them from slipping off. The lenses are polarized, and they're water, oil, scratch, and dust resistant. Keep in mind, if you've got limited space in your bag and you're looking for multi-purpose super compact shades, these are not the specs for your face. If most of my trip involves going to museums or meetings and generally looking like I care about my appearance, then I'm usually grabbing the Adidas OR 0133s. These 70s inspired acetate frames look confident and commanding. They're perfect for style-conscious digital nomads and minimalist travelers seeking durable, comfortable sunglasses for daily use. Especially if your days are filled with fine dining and you don't mind attractive strangers coming up to you and saying they love your sunglasses. Then there's Knockaround, which are cheap enough that I don't really worry about it if I lose them, but I also make sure that I don't. They've got a crazy amount of options and you can even build your own custom pair. I decided to go nuts and get these custom Paso Robles. Only $40 with polarized lenses. I also have these off-the-shelf ones, Surf Green Stratocaster Fort Knox, Coyote Calls Fast Lanes, Aquamarine Fuchsia Premiums Sport. All of these together cost about $130, and that's less than one pair of the Adidas or the Smith glasses. Towels are boring until you're freezing cold and dripping wet. Nomadix makes my favorite. I usually carry the mini and I always carry the tiny. They come in lots of sizes, but they all pack up small, dry fast, and don't smell like a wet dog. For beaches or parks, I use the Nomadic Festival blanket. It looks good, feels great. The water-resistant liner is there to help keep your butt clean for your next picnic or outdoor nap. I love the clothes from Surfside Supply. No giant logos, just comfortable stuff that looks good and feels great. The Joey Pineapple shirt is soft, breathable, and dressy enough to pass as the tropical equivalent of a blazer. The Marine French Terry hoodie is thick, cozy, and crazy soft, making it ideal for early beach mornings or cool nights. I won't do summer travel without a pair of hybrid shorts. These replace upscale shorts, active shorts, and swim trunks. My current go-to is the 686 Everywhere shorts. 10 pockets, including hidden zips, quick dry, breathable, stretchy, and UPF 40+. I've surfed, hiked, and gone to meetings in these all in the same day. It's not uncommon for me to wear one pair of these every day for month-long trips. If I'm gonna go to the trouble of covering my knees, I'm a big fan of the North Face Tekware Grid Pant. Comfortable like sweats, but nice enough to look like you made an effort. These are weather resistant, have zippered pockets, and they're shockingly durable. I've worn these at least 100 times and they still look new. A quality vest is one of the best pieces of warm weather travel gear you can have. My current favorite is the Apex Bionic 3 from the North Face. Wind resistant, water repellent, zip pockets, keeps your core warm when the ocean breeze kicks up. Want to see the smallest, most useful pieces of EDC gear I carry? Check out this video.